give loose shits.
Just
We're streaming.
awful. Oh, we're recording, you mean?
Yeah, that's why I pointed at you like 3 times.
Well, then, hey, everybody. Thank you so much.
2 of them could have done it once if you do it like Josh.
Tuning into our last E3 video, which is going to be E3 2018, the Square Enix
Squarnix.
press stream conference 30-minute wrap-up
That
thing.
pre-taped is the way to go.
It really is. Nintendo blazed the trail.
I mean, they did blaze that trail, I guess. And I do like the Nintendo Direct's Treehouse.
I do too.
That's the
The
Direct.
Treehouse Live is the
Yeah.
after. The Direct
Yeah.
is the their briefing, E3 briefing or something like
I
that.
just, I really do. We were talking about this. Josh's brother, Rob, if Rob may be watching, I think he's doing a live stream after Sony 2 tonight. That's on Rule of 2 review on YouTube.
Don't go there.
I mean,
No,
I
go
should,
ahead.
Kidding.
You should go
I'm
there.
kidding.
And then tell all
It's
their
way better than
followers
our
That's what I'm
content.
to come over here. No,
Uh,
we're funnier than he is.
anyways,
funnier, but-
this was. I was trying to cross promote here. Anyways, yeah, Rob's a big Nintendo guy, and we were discussing beforehand. I much prefer like the uniqueness of a big, because we don't get it much of the big stage presentation. Like,
Yeah.
The stage presentation builds hype.
like
the
Xbox
pre-taped-
yesterday, I was so hyped
Yeah.
throughout all that.
The-
And when Sony went back to their stage today, it got
I
parts of it
immediately
got
sat
better.
back up. I was like, all right, now we're fucking into this. And then
Yeah.
like 5 minutes later, it was over. But I'm real salty about Sony, man. It pissed me off. Anyway, Square decided not to do that. Square instead decided we're going to do 30 minutes of pre-taped and no like interaction, like kind of some
With
of the
Keith
content.
David.
Some of the content they gave you, yeah, it was Keith David narrating it, but yeah, you got like a little
I
bit
like
of
that
like,
part of it.
hey, we're the developers, this is what we do, and then we're moving on to the next game.
For Square, I feel like that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Do you remember
Here's
the
the
last time
thing.
they went on stage?
It was
But
the
here's the
near
thing.
announcement
Yeah.
with the moon.
It was insane. Yeah,
helmet guy, right?
yeah.
But the thing that bothers me is like they had games that we hadn't seen
That
before.
is the most egregious thing, and not
That showed
necessarily
up on other stages first.
not necessarily what
And
they
better.
showed.
Yeah.
They just like it seemed like they took a lot of money to let their games they had be shown, and then just didn't show anything special
why
at
was
theirs.
Yeah.
why was Just Cause at Microsoft? Why
I
was
said this yesterday.
why was Captain Spirit at Microsoft? Why was Kingdom
Everything-
Hearts
Hearts.
everywhere?
Everything there was shown. Like Microsoft showed a lot of
Pretty
games.
sure they showed Kingdom Hearts at Devolver Digital's press conference today, which was 20 minutes. By
The
the way,
trailer's on Alexa.
Oh, I bet
That-
that was as much
that-
of a
Climate.
shit show as last year.
That
I hated
aside,
it
I
last
actually
year.
really enjoyed the presentation of what they did. Keith David narrating, maybe a little over serious, but that's why you get Keith David.
Fair enough.
And then like with the drawn animation going into
I
the
like-
games,
I
I like
liked-
that a lot.
I liked their interstitials. Yes, those were pretty good.
God damn, why? You're an asshole.
All
Anyway,
that checks out.
so what they did start with was Shadow of the
say
Tomb.
anything anymore to be right.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Frustrated.
I thought this looked significantly better than it did at
It looked-
Microsoft's.
Awesome.
This trailer was great. I didn't notice if it didn't look as good yesterday, but this looked beautiful.
To me,
Yeah.
in this trailer, it looked great. Yesterday, Lara looked like she had like
Oh,
no textures,
Lara.
like no resolution on her. She looked like very much like an early Xbox 360 type, not like that level.
Maybe the trailer
But,
was
like,
cut from earlier game footage,
It looked weird,
but I
like,
didn't notice.
Man, it
I
bugged
neither.
me.
I didn't either.
This,
they zoomed out a
however,
lot during it, so
this is a darker, way more violent game.
Rambo.
Man,
She went
fucking-
Rambo
she
so
stabbed
many
that-
times.
She stabbed that dude
Predator shows up.
with that arrow and like dragged him up. Apparently, there's also a version of that move where she like jumps off the side of the tree and lifts him up and just stabs the guy like 10 times.
Well, that would be pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, like there's
Yeah.
it's just bloody and violent.
She's got like camo on up in the trees and
lots
climbing
of
through all
stealth
that.
going
Yeah.
on.
Dude, rubbing the Rambo
Yeah, you're
mud
rubbing it.
It was
stuff.
cool.
It was
Trey got hyped during that.
I mean, maybe a little. It was awkward at work.
Little mud rubbing. Yeah, this looks cool. A couple people
That franchise is amazing.
who played it at Judges Week said that it kind of feels like Lara's kind of being played like the villain in a way. Like obviously you're playing as Lara, but like even the
She's
bad
got
guy
to go
in
too
this-
far to realize she's going too far and bring it
Yeah,
back.
and the bad guy's like, you put this in motion. I've got to stop this before it stops. Like before it kills us all, type thing. Like
Oh, what
She-
happened to Samoa Joe? He better live.
he was in that
Jonah?
plane.
Yeah.
There is a part when she's going through the jungle where you clearly hear someone say something about like their prisoner Jonah surviving that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no
yeah.
way he's dead in that scene. They wouldn't show
How many
that.
times you gotta rescue that dude?
I mean, he's a bitch.
He probably should just not show up. for-
Stop taking him with
Yeah,
you.
like he should be like,
Clearly a liability.
She clearly broke that plate apart just to get rid of him. She was like, Jonah, oh, thank God.
yeah, they should absolutely like the next game
Break
start
plane.
with like him gearing up, like grabbing guns and gear, like throw a rope over his shoulder, put a backpack on, get his hat, and she's like, "No, just sit down," and just like walk right out.
No, oh no, the train disconnected.
Yeah. Anyway, then they went to Final Fantasy 14 Online Stormblood expansion with
Jesus.
Monster Hunter World content.
That's the only way you can say
That is a WCW wrestler from the 90s. It has to be.
Yeah, Ernest the Cat Miller.
Oh,
What?
I really hate it. That's a guy. Somebody got to call his mama.
Yeah, no, I get
Somebody
that,
call
but
mama.
And then the Funkasaurus took it.
yeah,
Who?
that's. I was like, how do we get there from Stormblood?
Who? Because I can't remember who was the guy that was his tag team partner.
Ernest the Cat Miller's tag team partner.
Yeah, it was
mercifully
Sub-Zero guy.
I had a Glacier.
It was Glacier. Because I remember they did the segment when Glacier finally came
I'm
back.
okay with this.
He finally
It
came back
clearly
to
squared
fight
his-
Ernest Miller,
Quality content.
and it was like 10 minutes.
A kung fu battle.
No, Glacier walked out to the ring and stopped like every 2 steps and kung fu posed, and then took like 2 steps more and kung fu posed. They
Glacier
never
was-
actually fought.
Glacier was so badass.
Nitro went off the air before he got to the ring. It was amazing. Anyway, I play a little bit of Final Fantasy 14. The Monster Hunter content looks kind of cool. I like that some of
This
these
is-
companies are working together.
This is an online game, right?
It is. This is
Okay.
an MMO. You can play it free if anybody wants to download it on any console or PC for I think the first like 30 levels or something like that, or like it's a decent amount of
Yeah, it
content.
was a lot.
I'm like level 6. I haven't played it since I bought Subnautica and then stopped playing PC games. Yeah. Then they had another trailer for The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit.
Hell yeah!
Confirmed again. It is an
It's
not
a holdover.
interstitial. It is a holdover. It is like a before, not a prequel, but
Well,
something to get you used to telling different stories in the Life is Strange universe.
This is them saying this is the Life is Strange universe. We really look forward to expanding this. Life is Strange 2. In
There
fact,
are hints.
there are some interchange, some characters you're going to see in Life is Strange 2 evidently in this, and this is to tell you how they're going to expand their storytelling in this world that they've created of Life is Strange, which I think is great. And the fact that you gave this really charming looking
Free
game, and you're
game.
giving it to us for free just to get used to that. Good. Donut's awesome, man.
Yeah, that was really cool. I'm excited to play that
Probably
here
not
in
you, but I like them.
No, I'm gonna play the
Roughly-
shit out of this game.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. In
June
about,
26th. I
yeah,
believe.
so 2 weeks and 40 minutes.
Was that really a guy?
Glacier.
Yeah.
He's Sub-Zero, dude.
It was so
They
bad.
built him up to be like OP wrestler, and then they really
he
used
sucked
him.
so bad.
my God.
Dragon Quest rather 11 got another trailer.
And that already released in Japan.
Yeah, and we've known the September 4th release date for a long time as well. Just another September game.
That
It looks
doesn't look
cool.
like my style of game.
It doesn't. I would play it probably, even though I know absolutely nothing about Dragon Quest. Just because I've been into JRPGs lately, I'll let you know when I eventually go back and finish Ni no Kuni 2.
Kamishina's Palace.
Spoilers, I'm not going to finish Persona 5.
Miramax-on.
Then we got a new game announcement, which was cool. A PlayStation and PC exclusive Babylon's Fall from Platinum Games.
Yeah.
I'm so in on this game.
Don't
I
really know
what
what's
the fuck
happening.
It is, but it's Platinum, and the world seems cool.
It did.
That guy threw some like neon ropes at the sword and stole it and cut a guy in half with it.
They did. I'd really thought since we didn't see a lot, I was going to see it tonight.
Yeah.
At Sony. I didn't.
Not so much, but the whole like going through the history of that town
The
or that
timeline.
world and like show where like the religion was born and the idea of like the supernatural in
It
the
looked
world.
like a cinematic version of like what I did on Dragon Age before
You
I
just
played.
read
It's like,
all the lore.
well, yeah, and there was a thing they had on their website where like you could build like go back through the lore and
Yeah.
like make decisions even and then
From
put it
one
into your
and
game.
two, yeah.
Yeah, if you've never played it.
It's the same thing Mass Effect did whenever it came out to
Yeah, this
PS.
looked like almost like a cinematic version of like setting up the lore of this world. It was a cool thing. I like that.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
I'd like
for
to know
whatever
more
that game
about
is.
it, yeah. I like
but
Platinum for the most part.
Good on them. Yeah, Platinum. If it's their A team, fantastic. If it's their B
If
or
it's
C
the Teenage
team,
Mutant Ninja Turtles team,
not so
No.
much. We got another trailer, the exact
Back
same
to your
trailer
home.
as last night or the night before for Nier Automata, Become as Gods edition.
Mhm.
I just like saying Become as Gods edition. About
Become
a 30-second teaser for Octopath Traveler for the Switch, which I'm
still out.
really excited for, but I get that they maybe didn't want to show a whole lot more of that because it's out in 2 months or less than 2 months.
It's out in a month, July
Um,
13th.
Yeah, July 13th. So, yes, a little over a month. Then we got a little bit more of a deep dive into Just Cause 4.
We
which-
did. That was
Fuck yes. It's not just tornadoes. It's sandstorms and lightning storms.
It's a brand new engine they created. It's the Apex engine. Yeah, and it's got dynamic weather.
It's awesome.
That
Yeah,
looks pretty cool.
major like lightning storms, tornadoes that they seem to appear a lot. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I'm going to try and tether
Ice
the
storm.
Earth to the moon.
And you might be able to because the tethers have booster rockets on.
They have booster rockets, and there's more tethers than ever before.
Floaty balloon things.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
a lot
so
of stuff.
excited.
I-
This
it's-
game's so much fun.
All the tethers.
If we did a top 10 games of E3, this would be in mine.
Just Cause is amazing. Like, you can't look at that and be like, that doesn't look fun.
It's so much fun. Like when they grab that giant like dome or that giant like fucking ball or whatever, and we're just like rolling it over everybody.
Yeah,
God, it's so goddamn crazy. I love it.
it's
like
one of the
someone wanted
best,
to make
like,
a-
just fun sandbox games.
Katamari in the real world.
Yeah. There's
You do
like
it
flash
just 'cause.
lizards and stuff too. Like I'm excited to see how that world looks. Just in general.
I will only like if I notice weather on a different part of the map, I will go towards the weather.
Yeah.
It's also sandstorms because we're evidently on Mount Kilimanjaro where all
All the weather
Weather
happens.
exists.
There's gonna be a tornado in the middle of a tropical storm.
Is that a tsunami? How does that even happen?
Oh, there needs to be a tidal wave that you could surf.
God, I hope it's just a random event and you're just running along the beach and you
All
hear
of a sudden, just
I might
pretty
break my
fantastic.
TV just from just throwing my controller out of sheer joy.
Acid rain? How is this possible?
You
a volcano
brilliant- you
erupts and a tornado shoots.
Brilliant
Shit, a
bastard.
meteor.
It had a volcano until Hawaii happened. They're like, take it out, take it out, take it out.
But can you imagine a tornado volcano? When I'm like running on top of it, just flinging the lava everywhere.
Yeah, fuck you, Sharknado.
That'd be the best.
Just Cause 5 has to have dinosaurs, right?
It might at
It's
some
the
point.
logical next
Erupting
step.
out of volcanoes.
Oh yeah, duh. How else do you get dinosaurs?
Flaming Brontosaurus.
that is how you get dinosaurs.
Hello.
I like.
I'm a brontosaurus, everyone.
Oh my god. Then we got a weird but kind of cool
No, it was really cool.
live action / game, The Quiet Man.
Yeah, it kind of slipped into a game there.
Yeah, like the first bit
With
was
The
live
combat
action.
was in
Yeah,
game.
and it was
Yeah.
it looked good.
You're like Daredevil, but emo.
It's the Quiet Man, and it looks a lot like the Silencer, which is part of
Oh,
the
yeah?
New Age of Heroes. Like,
Oh, that's right. She has like a cone of silence or something, right?
yeah, and this guy looked, but he almost looked like he took the sound away from the other guys when he pointed.
I mean, he looked like he was just deaf.
I think maybe,
Like
but at
Fresh
least
too,
the way
yeah.
it plays, like in the comic book I'm referring to, like she takes the sound away in a specific
Yeah.
area and uses that to her advantage. And if it's anything like that, even if he's just deaf, but it would feel that way in which
In
you
the game,
play
yeah.
that in first person. That's cool, man. Like that's something that we
That's
haven't
a
really
neat
done.
mechanic, yeah.
Yeah, another one of
It's
those
a long way
PS4
off.
and PC exclusive. They
Yeah.
said more information
August.
in August, which is when Gamescom is.
Mm.
So
That
we'll
makes
see from that. But yeah, that was that and
More Kingdom Hearts.
the Babylon's Fall are the two games that are easily the ones I'm most excited for out of this, aside from Just Cause, which is top notch for almost all of E3, right behind Rage 2. But yeah, then we got
Correct.
the same trailer from Microsoft's conference for Kingdom Hearts 3 with
Plus
like
like a scene,
one scene added at the end.
maybe two.
I don't know what to do with Kingdom Hearts and E3, man. They needed to just show gameplay and be done with it. I'm still excited for that game, but it was not a good showing for it in any conference. I kind of liked the Sony one just because the Pirates stuff was cool, and
It
it
was
showed a
kinda cool.
lot more combat than the other trailers did.
The character models were actually kind of impressive on
For the-
Pirates of the
the Pirates
Caribbean.
ones? Yeah.
I was like, this game isn't known for like its graphics, and I was like, oh, those look good.
That looks pretty much like Johnny Depp and Orlando Bloom, which I'm like totally fine for.
Full stop.
Yeah, you
Overall, like I mean, for 30 minutes,
It was okay. I was disappointed by the fact it wasn't shown. Like
yeah, how
they
can they
could have
not show
saved
the
just
Avengers
cause
game?
you have Avengers. You know you're working. They have Guardians of the Galaxy. Those are two separate things that they have, and we got neither.
That
They have a lot of properties that they didn't touch.
Yeah,
Why
there's
was
some.
like no new near?
I thought maybe a new Nier. I mean, we shouldn't have seen Just Cause 4 until then. I get that Microsoft probably offered them money, and good on Microsoft having that. But
Yeah.
Do you think that at the end of
I thought we might actually get Life is Strange 2. They
so I'm
did
saying at
explain
the end of
why it
Captain
didn't.
Spirit, we get a trailer for?
Like something leading. You'll have something that a teaser of the story that like the stinger will lead into Life is Strange 2. I think.
What if he
Yeah.
during one of his play sessions, when reality alters somewhat, and he opens a door and it's like a tornado descending on a town.
That has crossed my mind actually.
And Rico was just riding a car in the middle of it.
Tethered.
All that checks out.
That was good.
Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for E3 2018 for us in general.
Wait, grades?
Oh, yeah, grades. My bad.
Yeah, you're bad. Grades? We
C.
must grade things.
See,
See, it was savage.
It
Yeah.
felt like a C.
had
So
some cool stuff. It was
The
all
C
right.
for
a little
everybody,
short.
Except for you.
but me, D+.
All right, there you go.
I was barely interested in any of those games.
Too much Japanese music for you, sir.
It was on mute, and I still felt it.
Either way, we will have one more. It's going to be our Geek Sheet, where we get to talk a little bit about Nintendo.
Yeah, we'll do that next Tuesday.
Yeah.
We'll probably put it out that night. We'll hang out and
Yeah.
try to get
No
that
worries.
out.
And-
Put it out
talk
every
about-
night, baby.
Yeah, talk about our overall favorite games of the show and everything else. But we
we'll
don't,
stream it live too.
Yeah, we don't have a schedule that works with Nintendo tomorrow,
guys,
so
you
it won't be
guys.
till next week that you get the last of
I
our
know you
E3
guys.
content. However, thank you guys so much for tuning in all week long, all weekend long. Make sure you go check out all of our other videos and breakdowns of the conferences.
Do it.
Also, tweet at us your feelings and respond. We got some polls that have gone up for the
Lots
grades
of
for the
polls
conferences.
actually got some pretty decent feedback.
So we need rolls.
Yeah,
We got the polls.
right.
And if we get those two, we'll be able to pay the tolls.
Correct.
To keep
No,
away
the
the
tolls
trolls.
come before the rolls. You must pay the tolls to get the rolls.
Your stocking's going to be filled with coals.
No, it's not. Because I paid my tolls. So it'll be filled with rolls.
Goodbye.
Also, isn't coal just plural in that way? I don't think there's coals.
No, there's multiple.
There is coals. Yeah, that's okay. That's right.
Wait, like lumps of coal? It's still coal.
No,
It's
there's
coal.
coals. No, I'm talking about
You
multiple
can rake someone over the
doctors
coals, though.
from
That's
season
fair.
9
Yeah.
of Scrubs.
Stoke the
There's
coals.
both. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
both ways.
Yeah.
I feel you used it wrong, but it is
I was
both
talking
ways.
about multiple coal trains from season 9 of Scrubs. Coals.
Coltrane like in Gears of War?
Or him too.
Man,
Is
Pretty much
that the
anybody
one
named
that we
Cole.
go to?
man, I am
It's the one I go
so sorry.
Hey, I tried to end this like a minute ago.
Well, then you
All
fucked
This
up
is the
tolls and
worst
rolls.
interstitial of all time.
Yeah, interstitials! Bye.
I don't want to end on something about interstitials.
But
Boobs.
interstitials.
What if it was-
Wait, what if
Interstitials
it was
with
an
boobs.
interstitial
Hey,
couple?
guys. Evan has something to say.
Boobs.
Interstitials.
Boobs.
Interstitials.
Interstitial
Interstitials.
couples.
Boobs.
Interstitials.
Somehow I'll edit Josh out of that. I'll figure it